Pittsburgh.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises. One of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Jackson now.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes, right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 38, Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
4 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
9 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for circle round twice for the
Now it's Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. That one is caught by Hunt. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Roethlisberger's pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Ravens 3.
First down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tackle made at the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. This is Hunt. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely to start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Dobbins, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Jackson
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
intercepted by the
When a
Steelers.
team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
The game at 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it's going to be second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first and 10, it's Jackson looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Chris Boswell.
An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and 12. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This is Hunt. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
3 yards.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The ball carrier.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up second down. Here's Hunt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They run again with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
It's a game.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. On 1st down, Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Yeah, whole team, no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? foreign, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.